Welcome back to this channel for the best guide in IT skills. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you can easily get notified when we upload our next video. Today we are looking at our exercise number 2, and we'll basically be looking at how can we easily format a document to resemble the one I have here. This is simply a Curriculum Vitae. So I hope you learn something by the end of the lesson. Let's get into it. If you look or check at my right side, I have a typed document that resembles what I have here. So I want to format this textual information to this final document, and I will basically show you how can we easily align text in this format, our columns in that format, and then our bullets in that format. Then how can we easily add our referees in the format shown down there. So follow along and I know you'll learn. So for this exercise number 2, if you check on your keyboard, we have the tab key, and this is what I mean by the tab key. Let me display to you screen keyboard and show you why this is the tab key. The tab key is just before the letter Q keypad on your keyboard. You have the tab key. It's either written tab or represented with a symbol of 2 opposite arrows. So this is the tab key, and we'll be working mostly with the tab key. The tab key helps us align text to a given measurements, which makes it possible to have this format. So please follow along and I will learn a lot. So just a way of reminding you, say before you format any document, you have to set up your page, and this is what I mean by setting up a page. On layout menu, just come to size. You have to choose your size. For example, you check the size letter, but I need an A4. A4 is the standard measurement of a document. So this is A4, it is A4. Then the next thing I will easily look at is the orientation. You have to know the orientation of any document you're working with. So for our case, our orientation is portrait. Landscape simply means that your page will be wide. If I choose landscape, just check on the page. The page is more wider. The page is wide. So that means the page will be wider than what I have. So just check on my first page is landscape, check on my second page is portrait. So that one can be differences between landscape orientation and portrait orientation. So for our case, we need a portrait orientation, and that is it. And then the margins, I always like using the normal margins, that is top, left, right, bottom 1 inch. So this is the first text we're going to format, the Microsoft Word size 2. Just to remind you, we said for us to make that possible, we have to look for what we call the shadings. So on our menu bar, we have to look at the insert menu, and then we want to format this text into with a shading. So what shall we do? We have a way of using a text box, but for my case I'll not be working with text box. So for my case I just come to design, and then on page borders, but for my case I want a page more border. Simply means a border on the whole of the page, but I just need something on that text. Microsoft Word exercise 2. So I'll come to shading. I want to just do shading to this text. So what color will I fill it? My color is black, and then just I want to apply it where? To only that text, the text I've highlighted. So I click OK. That's how it applies to only that text. Again, if I want to apply it to paragraph shading, just check I want to apply it to paragraph, and I click OK. That's how it will appear. So I can easily, I just clicking up here, and select more space by hitting the tab key, and there is my text. That then I'll align it the center of the page. There it is. So Microsoft exercise 2. That's what it is. So I hope you learned something. And say it's something. Say it again. Highlight. First, the layout should be portrait. Notation should be portrait. Then I can easily align these at the center. Home. We have a different type of alignment on the paragraph tab. So I just say center. Then when the text is selected, I come to design, then page borders, then shading. Then I apply a black color shading, then applying to the whole of my paragraph, and then I click OK. And there we have your text. I can easily make this bold, and there it is. So that is what I want to work with basically. If I check on my texts, this font, the font I've used on my final document is Times New Roman. So I want to highlight the whole of my text from top to bottom. Then I want to make it Times New Roman. The font type simply means the handwriting of the text, Times New Roman. Then I want to give the size of 12. Then that is what I want to work with at the moment. And then, so notice you cannot make any change to any text or paragraph in Word without highlighting. And what I said, highlighting simply means we want to make changes to that specific textual information. So if I highlight these, it simply means when I align to the center, it will simply make the changes to what I highlighted. So Curriculum Vitae should be placed center, and then the size, for my case, my size would be 14, and then I'll bold it, then I'll underline it. There we go. Personal details, again, I have to bold it, then I have to underline it. Then I want to note here what we're going to do now. Let me zoom this a little bit to make it more easy for you. So I want to space this using the tab key. What should I do? For my case, just before the name, I position my cursor there, and using my tab key is what I want to do. Using my tab key is your tab key. Just placing your cursor here. It is where your cursor. Using your tab key, when I click, tab key pushes, keep pushing semicolon away. specific interval, and that makes it possible to underline your data that is vertically from top to down your page. So let me just tap again, then just below for the column again, tab key. It is just below, tab key, tab key. So this is what I'm basically going to do, is using the tab key. So place the cursor just for what you want to this with. So that's how easy it is to see the tab just before the follow along. I know this will be very much easier. In case of you make a mistake, you press maybe so what should you delete this space? That means you need to delete this space. Just use the delete key on the keyboard, and this is the delete key. Let me place it here to make it possible for you to understand. So with the delete key, you can delete the space. So delete key deletes to the left, and this the backspace. Should be knowing what the backspace deletes to the right. If I press the backspace, the delete key deletes to the right. Sorry, delete key deletes to the right, backspace deletes to the left. That means if my cursor is here, I want to delete letter R, and I don't want to move my cursor. What should I do? With the backspace, I can easily delete letter R. So the backspace deletes to the left. That's the case. Easily undo that. And if I delete letter 9 without moving the cursor, I can easily use the delete key. Delete key deletes to the right of your cursor. I'm just pressing the delete letter 9. So please, you should be knowing that. Make it easier for you working with your keyboard. So with tab key, that's how it is. Cursor there. So that is basically how I have done the top, and that is what we have. I'll tell you the ID number, and then I want to put a spacing between the ID number and the education background, because I realize I want to start another topic there. So I need a space between ID number and background. So what should I do? I can easily put a space just after my cursor. This is where my cursor is. When I come to paragraph, I can easily say, this is basically what people do. They're just using the enter key on your keyboard. To the right here. This is what we do. Just with the enter key. If my cursor is there, just with the enter key, space. But you realize this space is so big. Maybe I wanted a specific interval of spacing between the two lines. So this is what you should do. This is what you should do. After the cursor, paragraph tab, just click and then say I want spacing after my cursor. And easily say 6 points, and you can easily see your display there. And say okay. Then background, school award, that is bolded. So please come to bold. Again, I want to space this using the tab key. So I want to remove this spacing. So just after the background, the tab key, tap the school, tab key, tap the award with the tab key. So education background. For the education background, we have the year, So you realize this should be on the next, so the enter key should be on the next line. So the year should be, so I use my backspace, which is the year, new the school, and then the word. So tab key, sorry, the should be tab, then the word is then or level. Notice how simple it is. Like using the, you can see this is in finance. It should be no space between, but if you are not space in the tab, well, if you get space, CP. To realize this plane has moved to the next line, I can easily adjust that by increasing the margins to right. Then you can easily space that to not put that. This is what basically. But for my case, specific number is 6 points. 6 points. Then working experience. I put this. Basically, is to line. So I need a view of final document. Working experience 1997 2003. So let's check on the final document. That is 2003 2004, 2003 2004, 76 position. Good. Then position. So saving records. Notice what I'm doing with my tab, okay? Notice, just check, notice when I move, there's no line like this. So I notice there's a tab here placed wrongly, so I can click on it to remove it so that I can easily space it if I want. Position. There's some tab keys you can do is the tab key. You can click on it and remove it. I want to use the default measurements on tab keys. So remove this tab is placed because I want to use a normal one. So position and duties position and duties position. If it's so obviously highlight that position, bold it, and underline it. Highlight that, bold it, underline. Again, position, bold, and underline. Position, underline, bold. I hope you will learning something. And then I need a space between records, credits, and debits. Easily spacing using a tab key. That it will depend on the amount of space you need. I think I've shown you how easily you can exactly measurement of spacing between edits. Yes. I realize there's somewhere I'm not sure. That is a clerical officer 1, officer 2 here. There's library section. That is, I want to see all the documents, what can this do? Format. So I need library section. After the library section, I need these to move to new line. And I need underline to position. Then I also need just after duties. Good, you're getting there. We are now on hobbies. So there's something I'm not showing you. How can you place these bullets? These are the bullets. There's a way of numbering data, and there's different types of bullets. So if I want to put bullets on this paragraph, these 3 paragraphs, just come to insert menu, not insert, on the home menu, and then we have the paragraph tab. We have your bullets there. So I need that set of bullets, and this is it. I just click on it, should be up here. So realize I'm getting a different bullet style. So that is what I need. Just let me show you on how you can easily change this to what you want. You realize there is this tab that is aligning your bullets with your text, and there's a very big gap, so I can easily remove this tab. I just click on it and drag it away from your ruler. That's all. Easily place that. So I can easily move this to where I want it to be. So I need it there. So we center down. Again, on in charge, I want to pause. Let's I think I need to do it twice for it to detect the bullets I want. So I need it there. Just use the tab on top of your page. To be like exactly what is on top. Easily change this. You realize how I'm playing around with these bullet tabs. So So just check. You have the first one places your text or data. Then the next one aligns the bullet type. Then keep punching. Just come to place it. Still not detecting on my first choice. And just not the first one has to move first. Need it there. And the second one aligns it there. Good. On your hobbies, just after the word hobbies, press enter. Have underlined. Hobbies, you have reading, kitchen hobbies. So again, our hobbies are aligned with a different bullet style. So I select reading, watching football, then choose the correct bullet style. This is what I need. Then for reference, I select and then underline, and I need a space between this. So we have two referees, Stephen Brewery, library supervisor, then Ayori, that is the Kenya National Library, library supervisor, Kenya National Library. So the two ways I can easily place these referees, because of the amount of space I have, I can easily place them manually just after Stephen Brewery, and then I'll align them using the tab key. Type Ayori, Ore, then in my tab key. Place them right just after as I type Ayori Makore. Let me check that. Ayori Makore, the managing director. Managing director. Then there's a bit more this. And then have telephone. Just after the word with telephone. So I need to space that. Put them. So this is how basically you can easily number these mergers manually. So basically showing you how to format this using the tab key. So you have reference 1, reference 2. So I hope you learned something. There's one way of aligning that, you just working the tab key, and that is basically how you can easily format your CV. So you realize on my final document, this is underlined, year 1, so I hope this is a good guide to formatting your document just with the tab key. And I know you you've learned something great here. So let me bold to finish up this. Hope found this exercise interesting, and hope it will help you in developing or working with any document in Microsoft Word. So that is how basically our exercise number 2 was so easy. I can easily just put spacing just after my cuttings. Paragraph how to work with only 6 points. Then after, just to make the document more neat and presentable to anyone who is reading through it. So that is how basically you can format your curriculum vitae, or how you can easily space your document by just working tab to bold. Notice I'm just using shortcut key by selecting on your keyboard Control B to bold it. Control B, a combination of the Control key and letter B. Combination of Control key. Highlight. Let me show you this my screen keyboard. Combination of your Control key and your letter B, you will be able to bold that. That is the shortcut key of bolding. So you realize the information moves, just delete and spacing. So this is our exercise number 2, and that's how basically we're supposed to come up with that document. So if you have any question, please feel free to ask in the comments section, or if you have any need on how to work on any specific document in Microsoft Word, feel free to ask or to comment it in the comment section, and I will find time to do what you really need to help you learn a lot in Microsoft Word. So just to final work really is my personal duties. Final document is more assembling up here, but that is basically how to work with the document. So you can easily right click to correct those spelling mistake and grammar mistake. So this simply means this is a spelling mistake, but this is a name of a school. That means it cannot be found in the dictionary. It's detected as an error to as the correct spelling of the word, the name of the school. So thank you. Feel free to share this to any friend who is in need to learn how to format a document using the tab key on Microsoft Word. Is the tab key. Using the tab key, how to space your work. Thank you so much. Let's meet in our next tutorial, and feel free to share and subscribe to our content so that you can easily get notified when we upload our next exercises. Thank you. You are always welcome.